Fun fact. The Bag of Snacks podcast implies that you never know what you're going to get on our show. It implies that what are the ingredients that make you up? What's inside of you? What is your flavor? I have guests on the show from time to time. If you want to go to the Bag of Snacks playlist on YouTube, you can see some of the guests. I've interviewed different people, actors, models, strippers, entertainers, rappers, cryptocurrency people, different people from all walks of life. But last night, I was at the University of Chicago lecture hall and they were discussing defunding the police, racism, critical race theory, the disenfranchise of lower economic people in poverty, black and brown people, racial. A lot of difficult conversations were had on racism, economics, infrastructure, and a whole bunch of things. But defund the police, I never understood it, but it's an agenda being pushed by the white liberals because black people really need police. Trust me, violence. And they kept saying, and these were older black men, they kept saying, well, our leaders, our gang leaders are locked up and there's no structure out here in the streets. That's why these kids, been seeing that since the 70s, are killing people. They're killing women and kids and innocent bystanders. Stop it. They basically kept saying, since the gang leaders, OG Bobby Johnson, are not here, that's why the violence keeps going on. And I pushed back on that. I told them it needs to be accountability. If you need some men to be out of jail, or if you need it to be like the old days,
crack epidemic,
crackhead forward. And then they kept going to that there's no fathers in the home, no fathers in the home. And I told those group in the lecture hall, because it was majority white and Indian and Hispanic, and I told them, I say, women do a great job raising kids. They do their best, whether it's a father in the home or not in the home. Just because it's not a father in the home doesn't make somebody become a murderer. More or less, I heard excuses, deflection, and no accountability. And then there was the argument that there's no jobs. That's why we're killing each other. And this racism is systematic racism. That's why black people are killing black people. And we just have to stop with those defeatist narratives, blaming other cultures for your bad decisions. I find it all funny that we can come together when it's time to go to a funeral, go to the club, go to the party, get an ounce of weed, get a 12-pack, get a fifth of Hennessy. We all can put our money together for those things, but we can't put our money together for the empowerment or betterment for the culture. Now, we will donate shoes, give out turkeys, donate coats, simple stuff. And black men, if you are the leaders of the community, are you? We need to start acting like leaders and stop with this emotional terrorism. It's emotional terrorism at this point. You're blaming everybody but yourselves on why our race of people are just out there chaos. These poor women are scared to park their cars and walk down the street because they're afraid they're going to get robbed or sexually assaulted or even killed. These children cannot even go outside and play. Some of these cities have turned into war zones like Iraq or Afghanistan, but yet you blame it on the guns? You blame it on white supremacy? No, it's the people that's shooting the guns. But when you talk like this, you're labeled as a coon or a sellout. Trust me, last night, those men were looking at me and they had some choice words to say. Let's go. But I looked at them and said, fuck you, nigger. I'm unsubscribing to him. I want to better my community. So if it means changing the culture and changing the mind's perspective, I mean, at this point, you are doing the racist, KKK, white power, Aryan Brotherhood. You're doing their job. Hooray for the blackies. You are killing another black man. They don't have to lift one finger. Killed another one. You're doing a job for the KKK. Hooray. We are in a state of emergency. And the only people that can help us out with this emergency is us. Hasta luego.